Do you ever look in your closet and find a bunch of clothes that you never really wear and have no idea why you bought them? Or do you ever just want to change your whole wardrobe because none of your clothes seem to be right for you? If that's you, well, you're in luck today. Hi, I'm Janine Audrey, and today I will be teaching you how to find your personal style. Finding your style can be really hard, I get you. It's not something that you can discover overnight, and it takes a lot of trial and error and sometimes money if you hate everything in your closet. So my goal is to give you some tips that can make finding your style easier and faster and less expensive. Just to give a little background of my fashion history. So when I was in elementary school, my school didn't have uniforms compared to other schools in my country where daily uniforms are really common for some reason. But my school didn't have uniforms. So by then, I was already challenged with my fashion sense, which was non-existent, by the way. But at that time, I already knew what I liked to wear. I was very tomboyish with my style, and my favorite formula of a school outfit was a graphic shirt with like a funny saying on it, like a funny phrase, and jorts or jeans, especially jorts. I wore that every single day to school, and my beat up Converse. And then from time to time, I also like to dress as a girly girl, but still with my beat up Converse. That is something that I carried over in my exploration of my fashion sense. Like until now, I still like to wear tomboyish outfits. It's what I'm most comfortable in, and from time to time also wear girly girl outfits. Like I have two different sides. Anyway, at around 16, I became really conscious of my style and what I wore, and that was the time when I started really getting into fashion. I started following people whose styles I liked and started watching videos on building outfits, which brings me to my first tip, which is to find inspiration. And I know this is something that you already know, but sometimes we just forget that inspiration is literally everywhere. Finding inspiration is so easy, especially now since we have all the resources in our hands. For one, obviously, we have social media. There's Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, and even YouTube. And besides social media, there's also other places where you can find inspiration from, like movies and shows, anime. Anime is a really good one. Magazines and fashion books, and you don't even really have to buy them. You can literally go into a bookstore and skim through magazines and fashion books that aren't sealed. Collect photos and videos of outfits that you really like and save them in a dedicated Pinterest board or Instagram or TikTok collection, YouTube playlist, or even like a physical mood board. And from there, you analyze what you like. Analyze and closely observe the photos or videos that you have. Dissect these outfits and find what you like about it. Is it a certain clothing piece, a color combination, a silhouette, a clothing combination like big pants, small shirt, or jorts and boots? Is it the accessories? Is it a certain aesthetic like coquette, gorkcore, dark academia? And from here, find the essentials that you need in your closet that you don't already have. Which brings me to my next tip, which is to shop only what you like. We've all made the mistake of buying a piece of clothing that we initially thought was cute, but we end up never wearing. So I'm gonna tell you how to avoid that. Before shopping, go over your inspiration boards, your collections, and review what you want your wardrobe to have. Make a list of items that you want or need to buy instead of going into a store to blindly shop, because that's how we end up buying things that we don't like. Then when you're shopping for clothes, make sure you fit them if there's a fitting room, and ask yourself questions like, is this something that I'm comfortable in? Is this something that I see myself wearing a lot? Is this something that reflects my personality? And of course, is this something that is worth spending a certain amount of money for? And try to think of at least 4 or 5 outfits that you can wear using that item, and if it checks all the boxes, then go get it. Also, you don't need to buy a lot of clothes to achieve the style that you're trying to go for. It's always better to buy a few clothes, even just 1 or 2 items at a time. Speaking of, in online shopping, it's so easy to splurge impulsively. And a tip that a friend gave me that turned out to be so helpful is to save an item that you like first. Don't add it to cart. Just save or like it. I promise you it makes a difference. Wait 2 weeks, and if after 2 weeks you still want to buy that item, then that's the time that you add it to cart and check out. My next tip, of course, is to utilize your own wardrobe. I cannot stress this enough. You don't have to spend a lot of money to find your personal style, because most of the time you already have what you like in your wardrobe. You just haven't found a way to style it according to the style that you want to go for. So go into your closet and take your time to build a bunch of outfits. This is actually something I do at night when I'm bored and I can't sleep, I go into my closet and make outfits out of clothes that I don't wear that often. And of course, I take note of them so I don't forget them on days when I don't know what to wear. Another tip I can give you is to dress according to your body. If you're really lost in finding your style, a good way to find what you like is analyzing what complements your body. First, you can find your color palette. You know those professional color analysis videos on TikTok? You can literally do that online. On the website colorwise.me, you can submit a photo of yourself and it gives you your season color palette if you're spring, autumn, summer, or winter based on your undertones. Besides your color palette, you can also dress according to your body type. There's also a test you can take online. Just look up Kibbe body types, Kibbe body types. Aside from the Kibbe body type system, there's also the generic body shapes like triangle, inverted triangle, hourglass, etc. Once you know what your body type is, go back to my first tip, which is to find inspiration. Look for influencers or celebrities that have the same body type as you and see what they're wearing. You can also just do a simple research on what type of clothes complement your body type. Now, last but not least, don't forget to experiment. Like I said in the beginning, finding your style takes a lot of trial and error. You can mix different styles, different aesthetics, you can try different color combinations, different accessories. Don't be afraid to experiment with your clothes because really, that's how you find your style. That is the key to making it unique and your own. So yeah, those are all of my tips for you guys. I hope you enjoyed listening and I really hope you learned something from this. And of course, I hope you guys find your personal style soon if you haven't. Fashion is not that hard, you guys, I promise. Anyway, thank you again for listening and don't forget to like and subscribe. Love ya! Bye!